Hi, sorry, I'm down here. My name is Joey Marzan. I'm from Daily Guardian. I come all the way from Iloilo. I just wanted to ask, Sir Eddie, kung nakita, we've seen sa trailer that Eraserheads still has a lot of fans right now, and it's still inspiring more generations, even those who were born even after the first separation of Eraserheads. How do you feel about your music transcending generations?
Um, I'm not surprised, and I don't mean that in an arrogant way, because we, from the very beginning, the band parang took pains to create something, first of all, relatable and um timeless themes, and that's no accident because we wanted to transcend generations, and that's what the band is all about. Because we've been inspired by the previous generation to make music, and this is sort of parang paying it forward and giving back, and to inspire musicians, and not just musicians, but uh, people who aren't artists to go out there and be themselves, and be their own person is such a gift, and it's still why we do this thing.
Next question, please. Yes. Maybe you can step forward a little bit. Yeah.
Hi, hello. My name is Jamie from Soundcheck Manila. What do you want this documentary to leave behind for your fans, or what do you want your fans to know about this documentary when they leave the cinema? What do you want? What do you want your fans to know about the band? Thank you.
Perhaps Dan would like to answer the question. How do you want the fans to? How do you want the fans to feel when they leave the cinema after having watched your film?
Okay. Well, I'm not one to dictate how the audience should react to the film. I think maybe I could just share my personal experience and learnings from having done the documentary. And I think it really is about growth, and in the process of making it, I've learned a lot about myself in watching the guys allow themselves to be so raw and honest and vulnerable. Parang it gave me that courage to also allow myself to access those feelings that I did not allow myself to really face for a long time. And I hope, that they can, parang that they can have a similar takeaway from watching the film.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ako naman, as the promoter and producer, I have a selfish agenda. I'm hoping that the film would ignite more interest, and the fans would say, sana magkaroon ulit sila ng concert. So, that's my, my mission that I want to happen.
Have you another question?
Well, at the very least, I hope they think they got their money's worth.
Thank you. Another question? From our friends and friends? Oh, don't be shy. Or are you all busog because you had so much buffet? There we go.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Arian po from Sinigang.ph, Sinigang with an S po. This question po is for Sir Eli Buendia. And if I remember correctly po, you studied film po noon sa UP. And I'd like to ask po if there were any initial thoughts po of you co-directing the film as a filmmaker yourself.
Co-directing.
Co-directing or working on it as a filmmaker aside being a musician involved.
Sorry,
Co-directing the film.
this film?
Yes po.
No. I'm the subject, so I can't co-direct it.
Thank you.
Conflict, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been kind of hard to be objective and you're in front of the camera, and also difficult How would you frame yourself when you sit down in your chair and interview yourself? That would be hard. But that would have been an interesting take on it, though, as a filmmaker yourself. Thank you so much for that question. Yes.
Hi, afternoon. Kevin from Manila Concert City. Sir Ali, what do you learn about touring with the band again?
I, I've learned to be more professional and work with others. And I'm definitely talking about the band. From the 2022 reunion, I've made, I think I've decided I will really try my best to parang get along with them and try to be more mature and talk things over and hear both sides of the story before I parang judge anything.
Sir, to Miss Dian po, what are the challenges for the experience po in documenting and filming this documentary?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about the boring stuff, yung technicalities of it. I think it was very challenging kasi we were shooting the film in both the Philippines during their concert, tapos we were following them around during their US tour. So having to, to shoot in two different countries, tapos we did the sound design in Berlin and did the Dolby Atmos in LA, as it was the same sound stage where they did Taylor Swift era and Beyonce, and I think they did the soundtrack of Dune, because I really felt the guy's music, it's, it's meant to be heard in its optimum state. So, yeah, I think, and also combing through hundreds of hours of footages, and figuring out, kasi documentary filmmaking, it's a wild animal. Parang there's infinite possibilities of where you could go narrative-wise. So parang, and having such brilliant interviewees and subjects, every time they say something so interesting, I'm tempted to follow each and every story and information that they've shared, which means I needed to provide context for it. So it became too much. So like just figuring out which story is the most important that serves the overall story or narrative that I wanted to, to be out there. And yeah.
I'd like to share something also. I think there's one common denominator here. No? As the concert producer, I don't really look at the bottom line, how much money I could make. It's just what is the best production show we can show to the audience, right? Likewise, when Diane was doing this film, she has no budget. It was, she just had to do what she has to do, even if it costs her so much. And whether this movie will be a positive ending or not, it's not our issue. Our issue is to provide the best film we can be proud of to the world. That's why we're so proud of this work.